Cassius Marcellus Clay Jr. entered this world on January 17, 1942. Louisville, Kentucky, was his first ring. Even then, he was a fighter. The world would come to know him as Muhammad Ali. But before the roar of the crowds, before the championship belts, he was just a young boy with dreams bigger than his fists. Ali's childhood was a blend of hardship and hope. Segregation cast a long shadow over his youth. He witnessed the injustice faced by his community. These experiences ignited a fire in his heart, a fire that burned for justice, a fire that fueled his determination. He wouldn't just fight in the ring, he would fight for what was right. Even as a child, Ali possessed a captivating charm and quick wit. He had a way with words that could disarm and entertain. Little did anyone know that this gift of gab would become his trademark. He would use it to taunt opponents, to captivate audiences, and to make the world listen. From these humble beginnings, a legend would rise. Muhammad Ali, the boy from Louisville, would go on to become one of the most recognized and influential figures of the 20th century. His story is a testament to the power of perseverance, the courage of conviction, and the triumph of the human spirit. Life has a funny way of leading us to our destiny. For young Cassius Clay, that twist of fate came in the form of a stolen bicycle. It was a prized possession, a symbol of freedom and joy. Its theft left him heartbroken and enraged. Fueled by anger, Cassius sought out a police officer, Joe Martin. He vowed to whoop whoever took his bike. Martin, a boxing coach in his spare time, saw something special in the boy's fury. He offered an alternative path, a way to channel that rage into something constructive. He introduced Cassius to the world of boxing. That fateful encounter at the Columbia Gym changed everything. It was there that Cassius discovered his true calling. His natural athleticism, coupled with an unwavering work ethic, set him apart. He trained with a ferocity that belied his young age. Every punch, every dodge, every drop of sweat was a step towards greatness. Word of the young boxer's talent spread quickly through the gym and beyond. Cassius Clay wasn't just training to win fights, he was training to become a champion. He had a vision of himself standing victorious in the ring, his hand raised in victory, and he was willing to do whatever it took to make that vision a reality. The world got its first glimpse of Cassius Clay's brilliance on the grand stage of the 1960 Rome Olympics. At just 18 years old, he dominated the light heavyweight division. His speed and agility were unmatched. He danced around his opponents, his fists a blur of motion. The final bout saw him facing a formidable Polish boxer, Zbigniew Piłsudski. Clay was relentless, his punches finding their mark with precision and power. The judge's decision was unanimous. Cassius Clay was the Olympic gold medalist. He had announced his arrival on the world stage in spectacular fashion. The victory in Rome was more than just a win, it was a statement. Cassius Clay was here to stay. He returned to Louisville a hero, but his ambitions extended far beyond the confines of his hometown. He had tasted victory, and he craved more. The world of professional boxing awaited. Cassius Clay's professional debut was nothing short of electrifying. He was a whirlwind of energy and charisma, captivating audiences with his dazzling footwork and lightning-fast jabs. He was more than just a boxer, he was an entertainer, a showman who thrived on the energy of the crowd. But Clay's path to greatness wasn't without its obstacles. He faced skepticism from those who doubted his unorthodox style and his constant self-promotion. They called him arrogant, boastful, and even disrespectful to his opponents. Little did they know, this was all part of his strategy, a way to get into his opponents' heads and gain a psychological edge. Then came the fateful night of February 25, 1964. Clay, still a relative underdog, was set to face the fearsome Sonny Liston, the reigning world heavyweight champion. Liston was bigger, stronger, and had a knockout punch that had sent chills down the spines of many a boxer. But Clay was undeterred. He had predicted a knockout in the 8th round, and he was determined to make good on his word. The fight was a spectacle for the ages. Clay, true to his word, danced around Liston, his speed and agility frustrating the champion. Liston, visibly frustrated, couldn't land a clean punch on the elusive challenger. As the rounds wore on, it became clear that Clay's prediction was more than just bravado. It was a testament to his unwavering self-belief. In the 7th round, Liston, battered and bruised, refused to answer the bell. Cassius Clay had done the unthinkable. He was the new world heavyweight champion. As he stood triumphant in the ring, his arms raised in victory, he roared, "I am the greatest, I shook up the world." And indeed he had. Cassius Clay's victory over Sonny Liston sent shockwaves through the world of boxing. He was young, brash, and full of confidence, but his transformation from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali would truly shake the world. Shortly after defeating Liston, Clay announced his conversion to Islam. This decision was deeply personal, a reflection of his evolving spiritual beliefs. It was also a bold statement in a time of racial tension and social unrest. He embraced his new faith with the same passion and conviction he brought to the boxing ring. With his conversion came a new name, Muhammad Ali. He shed his slave name, as he called it, embracing his new identity with pride. This decision was met with mixed reactions. Some praised his courage and conviction, while others criticized his choice, viewing it as a rejection of mainstream society. But Ali stood firm in his beliefs. He used his platform to speak out against racial injustice and religious intolerance. He challenged the status quo, urging people to look beyond labels and embrace diversity. His conversion was a pivotal moment in his life, marking his evolution from a boxing champion to a cultural icon. Section 6. A Stand for Conscience. Muhammad Ali's refusal to be drafted into the U.S. Army during the Vietnam War was a defining moment in his life and career. It was a testament to his unwavering principles and his commitment to his faith. It was also a decision that came at a great personal cost. In 1967, at the height of his boxing career, Ali was drafted to fight in Vietnam. He refused, citing his religious beliefs and his conscience. "I ain't got no quarrel with them Viet Cong," he famously declared. "No Viet Cong ever called me NR." His refusal to be drafted was met with widespread condemnation. He was branded a traitor, stripped of his heavyweight title, and banned from boxing. He faced a prison sentence and the potential end of his beloved career, but Ali stood his ground. He knew that his fight extended far beyond the boxing ring. This was a fight for justice, for equality, and for the right to follow one's conscience. Section 7. Triumphant Return and Legendary Battles. Muhammad Ali's exile from boxing was a time of immense personal and professional turmoil. He was stripped of his title, banned from the sport he loved, and vilified by many. But he never lost sight of who he was and what he stood for. He used his time away from the ring to speak out against injustice, advocate for peace, and inspire millions with his unwavering spirit. In 1971, after a 4-year legal battle, the Supreme Court overturned Ali's conviction, paving the way for his return to boxing. The world watched with bated breath as he stepped back into the ring, eager to reclaim his rightful place as champion. His return was nothing short of triumphant. He faced a new generation of formidable opponents, Joe Frazier, George Foreman, Ken Norton, engaging in some of the most epic battles in boxing history. The rumble in the jungle against Foreman in Zaire, and the thrilla in Manila against Frazier in the Philippines became the stuff of legends, showcasing Ali's resilience, courage, and unparalleled boxing prowess. His fights transcended sport, becoming global events that captivated audiences worldwide. They were about more than just boxing. They were about redemption, perseverance, and the triumph of the human spirit. Section 8. Beyond the Ring, a Champion of Humanity. Muhammad Ali's impact extended far beyond the boxing ring. He was a champion of humanity, a voice for the voiceless, and a beacon of hope in a world often shrouded in darkness. His unwavering commitment to social justice, his courage in the face of adversity, and his unwavering belief in the power of love and understanding made him a global icon. Throughout his life, Ali used his platform to speak out against racial injustice, religious intolerance, and oppression in all its forms. He traveled the world, spreading a message of peace, unity, and understanding. He met with world leaders, advocating for the poor and marginalized. He inspired generations to stand up for what they believed in, no matter the cost. His humanitarian efforts transcended borders and cultures. He was a true citizen of the world, embracing people from all walks of life with open arms and a generous heart. Whether he was visiting children in hospitals, delivering food to the hungry, or simply offering a kind word to those in need, Ali's compassion knew no bounds. Section 9. The Enduring Legacy of the Greatest. Muhammad Ali's passing in 2016 marked the end of an era. The world mourned the loss of a true icon, a man who had transcended sport to become a global symbol of hope, courage, and inspiration. His legacy, however, continues to live on, inspiring generations to come. He taught us that it's okay to be confident, to believe in ourselves even when others doubt us. He showed us the importance of standing up for what we believe in, even when it's difficult, even when it's unpopular. The Muhammad Ali Center in his hometown of Louisville stands as a testament to his life and legacy. It's a place where people from all walks of life can come together to learn about his life, his values, and his unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Muhammad Ali was more than just a boxer. He was a force of nature, a shining example of what it means to be human. He taught us to fight for our dreams, to stand up for what we believe in, and to never give up hope. He was, and will forever be, the greatest.